It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Okay, put a finger down if your boyfriend had a weekend of festivities lined up to celebrate himself for his birthday. And on Friday, y'all went to the club. Saturday, he had like a housewarming / go out to one of like his favorite little places. And then Sunday, it was like a little lounge day. So Friday, club day, he ends up renting a Trackhawk for his birthday, y'all. He was popping it. So he rents the Trackhawk, he go pick up the Trackhawk, and he tells all of his friends and family like to meet him at a certain location so that they can all ride in together. So we had to be at the club, I think, by no later than 10. So everybody gets there. I'm dressed, we in the car, everything is good. So once we at the club, we had to talk about one of his female friends, and for the sake of this video, her name's gonna be Jamie. He had told me that while me and him were on a small break, that Jamie had tried to talk to him, even though this is somebody that posed as if they were completely friends with this platonic relationship. So once he told me that, I told him, okay, well, now that you told me that about Jamie, I don't feel comfortable around her, and I don't think she should be a part of your birthday festivities. So when we get into the club on Friday, y'all, why is Jamie at the club along with some of his other female friends? She doesn't speak. She doesn't acknowledge me. So at that point, I'm kind of like, okay, cool. If this is what this is gonna be like, I don't know if I can do this. So we in the club, y'all. We turning up, having a good time for his birthday. Keep in mind, I'm still pissed about the Jamie situation, because I told you that Jamie shouldn't be a part of your birthday festivities, because to me that's just disrespectful to your partner. So we having a good time. Everybody get ready to leave out, and as we leave out, I walk out with my best friend. When I walk out with my best friend, Tim is going to be my boyfriend's name. Tim is already outside with his friends. When Tim is outside with his friends, they are like congregated together. It's clear that they're laughing with some females or talking with some females that's walking by. So when I walk up, I'm like, hey, is the car unlocked? Because I want to go sit in the car. So when I go sit in the car, he finished talking with the friends and comes over and was like, yeah, everybody trying to pull up at such and such place. So I'm like, okay, cool. So all of a sudden, the energy changed, because I guess he sees what type of energy I'm on. And he like, are you, like, what's the issue? Do you not want me to go? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it's no issue. I'm on whatever you want. Like, it's your birthday. I'm here to support you and celebrate you. So if you wanted to go to an after hour, the strip club, wherever, I was down to go. So he then picks up the phone and calls his friends and was like, hey, Mariah tripping. I'm just not gonna go. We just gonna head in, take it into the house, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. So that pissed me off, because don't blame me for not going out to celebrate your birthday. If you didn't want to go, just tell your friends you don't want to go. So we get into it, y'all. Don't really remember the words that was exchanged, but I called my best friend and I'm like, hey, you can go ahead and head to this area to come pick me up, because I'm not gonna deal with this shit. So she like, okay, bet. So we're basically both on the way to the apartment. So as we're driving out there, me and him is still exchanging words. So he's upset, I'm upset. Well, y'all, we talking and he starts speeding. And when I say speeding, I mean doing 100+ on the dash. So as we're speeding, he gets to a certain area where, boom, we done saw a cop. So he say, fuck it, they ain't gonna catch me. I'm finna lose them. So y'all, we doing the dash. I mean, I'm talking about we going a super, super dangerous speed. So he do the dash. We done made it to the apartments. He done backed in, parked. I'm preparing myself to get out the car and run, because I already took my heels off and everything, y'all, right after the club. So we both get out the car, we run up the stairs, we get into the apartment. He like, keep all the lights off, they don't know where we ran to. So this whole time, y'all, we looking out the window and we can see like all the neighbors and people like basically giving a description to the police officers like what we look like. Because y'all, right after we get into the house, not shortly after, the police show up, because they told us that he may not have been able to get real close up on us, but they was close enough to see which way we turned and things like that. So you can see them outside inspecting the car, y'all, like looking at the car. I mean, I'm pretty sure I witnessed one of them touch the engine just to see if it was hot, just to verify if that was the car. Who knows? You can tell they running the plates on the car. And then there's neighbors outside basically mimicking what we were doing when we were running. So at this point, me and him are talking, and he like, man, we need to get a game plan. We need to get a game plan, because what's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? I'm like, what you mean what's gonna happen now? You know, you was driving a car. If they come up in here or they knock on the door or whatever, that's gonna be on you. So then, y'all, the story takes a little turn, because the person that he rented the car from gets a call from the police. So he then calls Tim and was like, hey, what's going on? Just got a call from the police, and they're just like, you know, the car is double parked. They need you to go move the car. Whole time, Tim is thinking they calling him because they finna tell him that they finna tow the car. So he done already calculated, like, I done already spent this much on that car. Now I'm finna have to spend this in fees, basically, to get this man his car back. So he like, well, can you do me a favor? I'm like, what? He was like, well, can you go ahead and go move the car? So I'm like, what? Why would I go move the car? You go move the car. You do, like, that car has everything to do with you and nothing to do with me. He was like, well, what if they take me to jail? And so I'm like, well, what if they take me to jail? So y'all, me being me, dumbass, literally, I put on my bunny, y'all. I'm trying to take off my makeup as fast as possible, because I basically want to appear like his aunt, like I rented the car from him for him in my name, and I'm just going out here to move the car. So y'all, I go down the stairs, I get out there, and I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm just here to move the car. I said we got a call from the owner. He was basically saying that we double parked the car, or the car was double parked. And he was like, yes, ma'am, you know, I don't know who you rented the car from, but they were going a serious dangerous speed in the car, and, like, we don't advise that. They were able to make it here before we called them. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I rented it for my nephew. I appreciate you telling me. So we done had that I done had a short conversation with them, and I get in the car, y'all. I park the car the right way, and I get out, and I come back in the house. So at this point, I'm just irritated with the whole situation. Keep in mind, my best friend is still headed here while all this is going on. So when she pulls in the apartment complex, she's not even able to get in, because there's like so many cops basically all the way to the gate. So she's calling, and she's trying to figure out, like, what's going on. And I'm like, man, Tim was doing a dash. You know, the police tailed us. Now they here, and we in this big situation. Because, y'all, don't forget, we just got into it. So I'm still on my head to go home. I don't even want to be here. So because my best friend could never get to me, I'm basically answering her calls, telling her she can go ahead and turn around, because there's no way she's going to be able to get to me tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well stay here, figure this out in the morning. So after all of that, I'm putting a finger down. Okay, the well-awaited part 2. So y'all gonna cut my head off. This is actually a story from my past, so calm down with all the old comments like, this is your ex. Yes, it's my ex, baby. It's not my now, so please. Anyways, so part 2 is Saturday. Tim ended up having a housewarming party. When he had the housewarming, Jamie is not there. So some of his other female friends are there, some of his family. My mom comes to the house to cook. We basically celebrate his new apartment, and then he decides he's going to go out to some of his favorite places. And when I say favorite places, like lounges or a hookah bar or something like that, well, I'm so over the day before that I decided I wasn't going to celebrate. Like, no, hold on. So since I decided I wasn't going to go, me and his little sister, and her name's going to be Tia for the video, we decided to stay at the house. Y'all, Tim stay out all day with the friends, having a good time. You know, that wasn't my problem, because at this point I'm resting. I'm basically catching up on my emotions and everything from the day before. So as the day goes by, he gets in. Y'all, I'm still sleeping. Like, I done showered, ate, went back to sleep and all this. So Sunday is when it go down. This is when it gets crazy. Okay, y'all. So me, him, Tim, his cousin, or his sister, somebody, we end up heading over there to the lounge we're gonna go to. So once we get to the lounge, after being there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, in walks Jamie, one of Tim's closest friends, and then Jamie's friend with her. And for the sake of this video, her name's gonna be Trina. So when Jamie, the friend, and Tim's close friend walk in, of course I'm on guard and really confused as to why is Jamie here. Why is any of them here at this point? So Tim decides he wants to buy a bottle. We end up getting a bottle. It was a Casamigos bottle. Everybody's having a good time. Because at this point, Jamie and her entourage are at a separate table, and we're at a separate table, y'all. We're not at a section. And it's important to know that Jamie was Tim's a part of Tim's friend group way before I even knew him. But at the end of the day, it got disrespectful once Tim told me that Jamie tried to make a pass on him. So then we all having a good time, and I just kind of felt like the vibe is off. Like it's so far off. And Jamie's friend Trina is going around twerking. And when I say going around twerking, y'all, twerking in front of all of the boys or the niggas that are there with us. All these niggas got females. So to me, it's disrespectful to be doing that when there's plenty of single niggas out here. Like, go twerk over there. And you know how some women, they thrive off of like that negative attention. Like, oh, let me twerk in front of these dudes because I know it's going to spark some type of energy. Well, it sparked me because I got pissed. Because what the fuck is going on? And why every time I look up, and I got on shades, y'all, because I'm trying to scope the scene. Like, why every time I look up, are y'all looking at me? And like, why is Tim even putting me in this situation if Tim quote unquote loved me? At this point, this is just a mess. So after some time, I am sitting talking with Tim's little sister Tia, and I'm basically telling Tia, like, I am not in the mood. I'm getting more and more drunk. And I don't know about y'all, but when I get drunk, I get real aggressive. More aggressive than I would in my right mind, because I got a lot of patience. Not necessarily a lot of patience for bullshit, just a lot of patience in general. So basically, I text my best friend, and I'm like, hey, I feel like something's gonna pop off, so you need to come up here. And if you know, you know, my best friend really don't play like that. So I'm like, Tia is 18 or 17 at the time. I'm not finna have this young lady out here acting crazy with me because a nigga disrespecting me. So my best friend let me know she en route. When she get there, my best friend got no makeup on, hair tied, so you already know we on that type of time. So I end up just enjoying Tim's family and myself. And once my best friend there, I'm not gonna say that I'm happy, but I'm more comfortable because I know, like, if it's up now for sure, because I got somebody that truly loves me. And y'all, that's important to know, because I'm not just gonna be out acting crazy and it's basically me against everybody, because it's clear Tim don't give a fuck about me. Get it? So Trina is continually bouncing around, twerking around, and I feel like Trina just think this cute. And honestly, at this point, I feel like Jamie brought Trina with her just to do this, just to try to be cute about it. So at this point, why am I in this situation? Like, why? So Tim is, you know, being friendly, going around, like, you know, just basically greeting all his guests. Let's take a shot. Let's do this. Let's do that. Well, before you know it, Trina ends up, like, gradually making her way closer to Tim. And when she gets close to Tim, that's when I'm on the edge of my seat. Because at this point, I'm finna crash out in this place. And I'm really finna crash out. And y'all, when I say I crashed out, I crashed out. So Trina comes up to Tim and she starts whispering in his ear. Before they could even separate, I stand up. I stand all the way up. When I stand up, I'm like, what's really going on? What's really going on? Like, what's this about? What's this about? Because I ain't taking no more disrespect. So Tim, y'all, projected everything on me. You tripping. It wasn't nothing like that. I don't care. So then Trina has the nerve to tell me, oh, baby, you tripping. I was whispering in his ear about something business-like, because Tim sold clothes, y'all. So she said, oh, I'm whispering in his ear because I'm trying to buy some clothes. You need to stop tripping because that's more money in your pocket. Excuse me? So we in the club at 1 a.m. or the lounge at 1 a.m. and we all been drinking and you whispering in Tim's ear about some clothes. Be for real. So y'all, why after I stand up because I'm ready to fight, do I get kicked out? I get kicked out. Once I get kicked out, me and my best friend, we all outside. So basically, like, all of my personal stuff is still in the building. So we all kicked, and it's cold outside. So we all outside. I'm still mad. Like, I got family from my hometown coming up to me like, you too pretty for that. You don't need to be doing that. You better than that, blah, blah, blah. I ain't trying to hear none of that. So long story short, we outside. But why is Tim still inside with Jamie and Trina? Claiming that he was paying for the bill, claiming that he had to make sure everything was handled because I done caused too much commotion in there. So at this point, y'all, I'm so mad and livid. I don't even remember the chain events that happened outside. All I know is my best friend said we were outside for more than 30 minutes. So Tim is inside, but all of Tim's immediate family, I'm talking about his cousins, his first cousins, his little sister, they're all outside with me. They all outside letting me know I'm not tripping. So the catch is, since y'all said I just said everything to say nothing, no. The catch is Jamie still showed up at the event and then brought an entourage with her to make me look like a fool once again. So, like, I'm done at this point. So finally, Tim comes outside. When Tim comes outside, I start punching and hitting on Tim, telling him he got me messed up because I'm sick of this. And I tell him I want all of my items out of his car, and my best friend is taking me home, and I am done. So that was the ending of the story. All for Tim to send me flowers the next day and say that he sent them just because, even though he doesn't feel like I deserve them. Okay, so I'm here to answer this question. Can you tell us what happened the night before? How did the police leave? Did they knock on the door? Did Tim get a well-deserved ticket? And we're going to call this part 3, y'all. So, if you have been tuned in, the police left whenever I went down and acted as auntie to undouble park the car. So once I moved the car, the police really didn't have no reason to be there because the person that was driving the car wasn't present. So they was like, okay, you move the car, that's all we wanted, and we're gonna get out the way. So I walked back up the stairs, basically told him what they said. He called the owner, Tim called the owner back, let the owner know what was going on with the car and that everything was good. They didn't end up towing the car, and I called it a night because at this point it's been a very long drawn out night. Like, I want to go to bed and try this again tomorrow. Y'all, so it was really one of those situations where all parties involved got saved by the bill. Because Tim didn't get a ticket and neither one of us went to jail. And my best friend was not able to stop in the middle of all this going on. So she proceeded to just drive through the apartments as if she didn't know what was going on. Like, it would have looked too obvious because there's too many people outside, y'all.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wheels and Deals. He keeps it lit. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Man, hit the links below. Got HiveMindLabs.com. Got the merch on right now. We got Opulence Scents, okay? I use discount code everydaypj, man. Just click the links, man. Just check out some of the products. Just let me know what y'all think about the products below. That's how we're gonna do this. All right, now let's get into it. All right, we gotta put a finger down. Story time. But baby, the story went on for so long. She got to moving her hands around, snapping and clocking that T, and forgot at the end. She was like, "Oh yeah, let me put a finger." Like, girl, you was tripping, okay? But that was good, though. That was good, man. Shout out to her, man. Let me just tell y'all, man. Shout out to my everyday people, man. I thank and I appreciate all y'all support. And shout out to all the new people that's coming through. If you just watching my channel for one time, or you watching my channel to catch up on old stuff and being like, I love it, or, you know, you want to be indifferent, but you hate us, who are just here for a moment. Listen, you know what I don't like? It's like, you sat here and watched the video for 55 minutes. And I get on here and talk for 5 minutes and you got a problem with that? You sorry, lousy, no good. I blocked you. So regardless, if you won't even get to respond, and you won't know who you are, because I just don't understand some people. Like, all this love in the building, all this love in the building, and you want to come show your ass, okay? At 6 a.m. Like, how you ain't even brushed your teeth yet, and you on here talking noise, okay? Like, yeah, anyway. Everyday people, we be having fun here, okay? And we get story times just like this, and we come here to enjoy and hear this mess, because I don't know what the hell is going on. First of all, Tim is a jackass. Why is Tim renting a Trackhawk and driving it like he own it, okay? And then once I got as the owner, I'm like, first of all, why is this nigga driving my car at 150 miles an hour, okay? I'm going to have to charge you a little extra, brother, because I can see I can see on my app that you done reached over 150 miles per hour in my vehicle, okay? Like, come on now. Let's be real, bro. You do not own that vehicle. Like, stop it. Rent. I mean, I can understand the guy, he might have a little money. Sounds like he got some money to blow. Renting the track out, red flag, okay? You don't want nobody who's renting a track out woman, okay? Too many female friends, red flag number 2, okay? You thought him having female friends and you thought that they was gonna be on your side? No. They was there before you? No. They don't care about you, girl. What you mean? Talking about she said, I feel disrespected. I don't want her out of the group. You new to the group. Okay? What's her name? Mariah. Mariah, you new to the group. In fact, you the only clueless person in this whole story. You don't know your neighbors is snitching on you, sister. Like, y'all in a whole neighborhood where your neighbors is snitching, his friends don't like you. Like, nobody in this story cares about you, Mariah. You need new friends, new neighbors. Okay? In this story, I realized don't nobody care about you except for your friend that pulled up. That's who need to be your friend and your neighbor. Okay? Nobody else in this story matter. Your boyfriend, Tim, I don't know. I think he like you. I think he like you because he did send you flowers and said you didn't deserve it, but, you know, he's just trying to chastise you. Trying to test your water, see what you're trying to say. Okay? And he didn't really want you to go to that after hour spot. He wanted to go spend some time with his girls, so, you know. But the first time when he put your ass in danger, I think you should have just knew right then that, like, this is probably not the person I want to be with for too long. Okay? I'm going to put a rain check on the weekend. Then he went on and was spending more time and buying bottles for the rest of the girls in the club. Okay, girl, you pulled yourself a baller. But this is the kind of guy that Kendra G be talking about when she say these women want a high value man, young women want a young high value man, and then they don't realize that this man can have any girl that he want to out of these groups of women. So are you prepared to share your man because you know he young and he full of life and energy? Like, if you had a high value, God fearing, church going, educated man that's, you know, dedicated to life and family, he probably will still cheat on you, but he might not cheat like immediately. But if you got a hustler like you say you do, one that sell clothes, first of all, the nigga sell clothes. That should be a red flag in itself. You ain't see baby boy? Jody was tapping all them girls. Okay? So, all I'm saying is, it's a lot of red flags in this story. But, I think you figured that out. And you was about to turn up. I was expecting you to fight, but you didn't. I mean, and then, because 7 minutes in the video, I forgot we was putting the finger down. We was ready to fight. I thought, instead of putting the finger down, I thought you was going to ball that motherfucker up. Anyway, everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.